Greetings, comrade. My name is Gigantos. I'm glad to say that the technical difficulty is over. To this day, I still don't know what it is. I think it was just something wrong with that particular project that I was working on, the movie studio. But I worked on other programs and it seemed to work fine now, so I can get back to my normal editing stuff. So I'm currently editing another one of the archaeology ones. I guess I know how I'm telling you what it is. I'm currently working on a video that compares the Epic of Gilgamesh, the Nippur Flood Tablet, and the Atrahasis Epic. So, because obviously one of the claims against us is that we adopt like pagan elements and stuff in our, like the Bible, which is why Genesis matches some of these pagan accounts so much. So I'm just making a video that basically refutes that. I said I'll cover a little bit for last week because of technical difficulty. So concerning my plants, I repotted them all. I put Susanna and Zabrina into the same pot. It's a much larger pot now, but there's a lot more room for them. Out of the 8 plants that I cuttings really that I took from Susanna when I thought she was sick, 6 of them have survived, and they're growing quite well, some of them, which I'm glad for. Susanna in question, it's a bit strange. She's blossomed again, which is strange because she's an Easter cactus, which means that she's meant to bloom in Easter. And not only did she bloom a couple months late, but she's also blooming again. Like, some of her flowers from the last bloom are still on there, and yet to fall off. So it makes you a bit confused about that, but definitely nice flowers. Yasmin, my heather, the one I told you about, that the wind came along and broke her stem. Well, when I was repotting her, I found out that the roots haven't grown back at all. So she's almost effectively just a stick in the ground now, and she still somehow survives. I'm currently praying to Saint Fiacre, like every night I pray for our plants. I pray to Saint Fiacre that he may please help Yasmin grow, because I have no idea how she's still alive at this point in time, but she somehow is. Concerning Zabrina, I made a mistake recently, which I feel really, really bad about. What happened was concerning Sabrina. What happened was compared to my accommodation that I have back in my university, my window faces the sun for a long period of time, and I know I told you before that Sabrina has a bit of a problem when it comes to sunlight, in which she's when she was green, then she turned like reddish purple because she had too much sun. And so what happened was I tried putting her in the dark and she was recovering, and I thought, okay, maybe I should just put her on the windowsill a bit more. And I thought, okay, maybe there's too much sun, so I'll just cover it with a tissue or something, and which was meant to help, and it would have, except that I didn't add it on the night before and only added it on after several hours of sunlight in the morning. And what I didn't realize was just how much sun she was getting, especially because there's a very reflective surface over there on one of the conservatories nearby. And so I woke up one morning and I looked at Zabrina's leaves, and I found that 2 of them were almost completely translucent. Like, I could move my finger behind it and I would see the outline of my finger, which made me feel really bad. One of those leaves has come off, and the other one is still holding on, but it's a bit curled up right now. Though I am keeping a close eye on Zabrina now, and she seems to be getting a little bit better after that, which is good, because Zabrina, out of all my plants, she's probably maybe other than Yasmin, who's literally got no feet at this point in time. Zabrina's probably the one that suffered through the most. So she's a tough girl, and I feel really bad about injuring her again like that again. But as I said, I still pray to Saint Fiacre for the success of my plants. So hopefully my Eden will continue to grow healthily and safely. Yeah, when my Easter cacti, when they all bloom at Easter, it's going to be beautiful, because there's just going to be so many pink flowers around here. I think they'll be pink. They should be pink. I don't know if they'll be like red, or because I know you can get red and white ones as well. I've never seen them. Never seen them on Zabrina on Susanna. So yeah, load of pink flowers all over the house, which will be fun. Okay, I've been telling you about my friends. How many of my friends are trying to work against these lightning cults. So on that end of things, sorry, I don't know why I tilted my phone. So on that end of things, there has been progress made here. So me and my friend have pretty much divided up social media between us. So I'm going to be doing the YouTube side of things, along with maybe some reporting, helping moderate stuff on Facebook, whilst he does the main stuff and the things on Facebook. So, and then a couple of other friends are going to be elsewhere. So my friend on Facebook, he's now opened up a page about the East Lightning cult, in which you'll basically be giving the names of cultists and the groups they've corrupted and and their control, and the pages that they're pretending to be other pages and stuff, and links and all sorts of things. Basically, in the resources and names and stuff from the Lightning Cult. So he's got that going. The page is literally called the Eastern Lightning Cult, and he's basically been spending the last couple of weeks building up a lot of information, putting up resources and stuff, so anyone who comes along can see it. And he has been getting some traction now, which is good. But hopefully we can do things on both ends to help educate people about the Eastern Lightning Cult. You've probably seen from the title of this video. I'll basically be talking about the an awesome pillow. I keep saying pillow. An awesome blanket fort I built back in my accommodation last year. I need to get that. I have to get through these old videos of mine quickly before I get into my third year, because otherwise that's just going to mess everything up if I keep linking back a couple of years ago. When I'm back in my accommodation, I should have more time to, I guess, edit maybe longer series. I mean, I am prepared. I've been hinting about it for a while now, but I've got the Pharisee conspiracies. There's conspiracy theory. That I wanted to do, which concerns how the Pharisees try to change the biblical text underlying Christianity in the 1st century. I've got that series I want to work on, but it's quite lengthy, so it's taking me some time to get through it. There's the biblical flat Earth. There's the biblical round Earth. One of the series I want to do. It's going to take some time again because as I told you, it's not my information. I'm just taking it from a friend of mine who ran that page. And so it's going to take some time to compile that and get everything into videos, but hopefully I can get around to that soon as well. More archaeology videos coming to look forward to, and then of course there's the rest of the church councils. I mean, yeah, I've only got up to First Council of Constantinople, but there's still like 19 left, so prepare for a while. And then there's obviously me explaining about the biblical books and where they came from, who wrote them, summary of them, why they're accepted as canon and not, why they're important. So there's definitely a lot of progress that will be made for the rest of I've been doing a lot of work throughout the summer, and then next year I'm trying to build up a little bit of buffer right now. So I'm trying to make, for instance, I only release 2 videos a week. I'm trying to edit at least 3 a week, so then I can start having a buffer for when I need to focus on my dissertation, and then I can just release those videos over time and not have to pause my work with dissertation, make a video, or just stop releasing and miss some regular uploads. Because if there's one thing that I do want to have on my channel, it's regular uploads. It makes it look more professional, even if I am literally sitting on my bed trying to record this video right now. Yeah, so hopefully there's a lot more work coming out. There's a lot more work going on, a lot more information coming out. Look forward to that. And yeah, just enjoy my awesome blanket fort now. Greetings, comrades. My name is Gigantles. As you can see in the title of this video, I have built an awesome fort. I'm going to show you to it now. The reason why I'm currently filming in this like little section of the room right now is because I've got boxes in half my room and I've got the fort in the other place. I'm just going to switch the camera now. That's my bathroom. I'm going to switch the camera now, and I'm going to show you exactly how awesome my fort is. You will not believe how cool it is. You're all going to be absolutely jealous when I show you, okay? The last 1.5 hours, absolutely worth it. Look at that, guys. Look at that epic fort. It's awesome. As you can see, I've got Spider-Man as my guard. I've got a box there, because I can. I've got little ramparts over here. I've got my African tribal blanket here, all that together. I've got my thick winter duvet there, and I've lost half my approximately a third of my room. You know, that's cool. It's really cool. Why is that light glowing like that? What's it look like in the dark? Let me just. That's wrong light. Of course, it's gonna look like that. Okay. Anyway, now I've got to show you guys what it's like inside here. Oh, let me just. You've got to enter through here, okay? This is the security. Spider-Man guards here, and now I have to somehow enter through this little hole here. Give me a second. I have to wriggle through. Ow. Okay. Okay. Okay, now shoes off. Take shoes off. I don't want to get this place dirty. Okay, put that there. And there you go. Inside. Who doesn't like looking at a night sky, right? Look at all those lovely little stars. Anyway, so there, got my green screen there with a lovely glowing wall, which is the internet. It's the green sun. Okay, what else? Okay, I've got some weights there. Of course, you can't see it because it's too dark. I've got weights there holding this thing together. I've got boxes here trying to hold all this together. Don't mind that, that's just the gap. It's not a perfect fort, unfortunately. I tried to do what I could, okay? I got a non-functioning light over here, which you can't see either because it's too dark. Okay, so now back on the tour, guys. Okay, so I've got my little, I've got put the light on so you can see. Okay, I've got my bed here. I'll be sleeping on this little divan I put down. Okay, I've got my bed. I've got the heater here in case someone boils to death in the middle of the night. Don't worry, if that thing turns on, I'll know about it. I'm not stupid enough to turn this heater on in the middle of summer. Okay, I've got some wrapping paper here in case someone start rapping in the middle of the night. I can have a rap battle. I've got my tripod, which I should be using. Oh well. I've got my self-defense mechanism here in case my flatmates want to come take my. Well, thanks, friend. My friend is complimenting my blanket. I was showing him. I took a picture of the top to show him. I got my self-defense system here, so I can defend myself with my flatmates who want to take my awesome fort. Just put that up there. Okay. And then I got my hamper here. I got some physique-colored multi-got belts here. Got some salt and vinegar crisps. I got some choco nut pillows. I got my clock, so I know what. Really? Don't you have the option light? I got my clock, so I know what time it is. I'm just gonna put you there. Okay, I've got an awesome water. I got my water bottle here in case I get thirsty. I got my shoes there in case I need spare shoes for whatever reason. Don't know why, but I have them now. I have the wonderful glove of the internet up there, and that's pretty much it in this little thing. I mean, okay, that wore lovely green. Okay, over there, lovely shot of your legs and daylight over there. Lovely starlit sky. Lovely wall behind me, and not a very attractive wall over there. What you can see is my boxes, because I told you I'm leaving soon, so I have a lot of boxes currently all over my room. I'm currently using these boxes to prop up this end so it's not suffocating. So I've definitely put some thought into this. You can't say I didn't. I did. Okay, I did put thought into this. Definitely I've got a few improvements I want to make to this, but I don't have the resources for them right now. The reason why I decided to do this, by the way, is not just I'm crazy. I mean, my friend probably thinks I am. I mean, I was texting him random updates about this, telling him my progress in very strange ways, and he was very confused. I decided to do this because I just finished one of my modules, one of the modules I need for my exams. I was very stressed out, and I decided, you know what? What if I just build a fort? And I thought about this last night because I was like, this would be a really cool place to build a fort. Because I think about the ones at home, the bank forts, and I thought, you know what? Why don't I build one? And initially I thought, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this section of the room, is like put like boxes in the boxes over here, and then put it over there, and just like live in this little alcove underneath the. It's a little dark so you can't see it. I was going to live in little alcoves under there. Okay, like a little area under there. But I decided, that's not big enough, so I upgraded a little bit because I can afford it. And now here I am living in a third. Not even a third, in a quarter of my room. Because you got to let stress out every now and then. I went to my priest for confession, and he said, you know what, Gigantals? I call him my real name. Obviously, he said, you know what, Gigantals? Just remember, you may want to get all your workout done out as quickly as you can, but you got to remember to have some breaks. You got to have some playtime, so you don't wear yourself out. And I thought, you're right, Father. You're right. So here I am right now, currently chilling in my blanket fort, staring up at the beautiful night sky. I know some of you may call me weird or immature or anything, but that's just you being jealous that you don't have one. My parents are probably going to be a bit like, we paid for a perfectly good bed for you, and you decide to sleep on the floor. Yes, I did. What are you, 8 years old? If it means I get to sleep for a night in this awesome blanket fort I built, then yes, I am. I can build you one at home if you want. When I'm going home, I'm going to build a pillow fort for my family to live in, okay? That's going to be a load of fun. Otherwise, I'm just going to finish up everything I need to do now and go to bed, and hopefully I don't wake up with a sore back tomorrow morning. I usually have a problem with my back anyway. I need to sleep completely flat, so this form might actually heal my back. Have a good night, everyone. And I'm just going to sleep in my awesome pillow fort right now. And if I get hungry, I've got some snacks to eat. I've got some episodes I need to catch up watching on. And I've got a water bottle that I can just drink from or soak myself with. And I can go full Donatello with my sticks here. So let me go Donatello. Okay. I've got to get them in the hole. Okay, did not think this through. Oh, look, I can create extra room. Hold on. Oh, okay. Look, guys, I created extra room. Oh, sorry, that's my knee. I created extra room. No, it's slipping. Okay, I've got to be careful. Anyway, point is, guys, I can go full Donatello on anyone who tries to break into my awesome pillow fort. Okay, don't worry about me. I'll be fine. You guys all have a good night. And yeah, just get back to you in the morning. Hopefully, I'll have a good sound sleep in my awesome pillow fort. You're just jealous, you don't know. Something I've realized perhaps a little bit too late is the fact that my place is currently busy settling now. You know, because all the boxes and stuff, everything's settling. Makes a lot of noises. And sometimes I'm wondering, what is that noise? I'm gonna say this, I'm probably not gonna regret this, but this would be the perfect, I guess, environment for a horror movie. There's definitely a lot of improvements I would try and make from last night. Okay, firstly, surprisingly, it was actually got cold last night, which was very strange because it's usually quite hot. At like around 6 in the morning, for some reason, it started getting quite cold. So I had to sneak out of the pillow, the blanket fort, and pull one of the blankets from the top and get sleep with that. That's mostly fine. Secondly, I want to put another blanket on the floor because the problem was, if I sleep on my back like I usually do, I'm fine. But if I try and roll over and like sleep on my side, because there's a narrower surface area and walk my way pressing down onto that, I end up digging into the floor, which was highly uncomfortable. So this is actually, it was forcing me to sleep on my back the whole time. It wasn't the most fun of things, and I kind of couldn't sleep on my front because that would mess up my neck. Definitely worth trying again. Next year I'm gonna try and just try and make a few more improvements. Just try and make it a bit more livable. It wasn't bad, but there are definitely areas of improvement. Definitely worth building the blanket fort, definitely. Anyway, so God bless you all. See you next video, comrades. Until then.